I wanted to talk about Opie. So Missy here is a girlfriend of our dear friend Anthony Cumia, who happened to be wearing his shirt today.
Yay.
He was the founder of Compound Media. If you guys watched Wet Spot, I had a show on that fabulous network for 6 years, and they merged. They R.I.P. They merged recently. It was censored over the summer, and so and Anthony's kind of like famous for being one of the first people to be canceled from his radio gig, and he's managed to get himself kind of uncanceled by getting himself a terrestrial radio gig on WABC. He does one show, and within 48 hours, they basically say, "All right, we're going to put the show national." It's picked up for what syndication. What am I missing in this story, Missy?
He wasn't trying to get this job.
Wow,
that's another thing. Like he literally came to me. He's like, "Hey, so." I just got offered that, like, the president of WABC radio just called me. I was like,
wow.
What? Like, that's like, that's a movie, right? The person, they just show up. No, you're right about the syndication. Their stream numbers went up over 130%.
Woohoo.
Their app downloads were up 60, somewhere around there, 60%. And within like the 48 hours. And they're in the works of some other stuff, and I don't know what I can say, what not, but I do know what he has said. And but yeah, that's really it. And he loves it. He's so excited. It's really cute.
Like, how did they think of him, or how did they? I mean, I'm sure they knew of
Who's
him.
they?
The president and whoever like booked him for this.
Who's they though?
No, yeah. Well, so
they people.
I think their name is Chad. It's funny. The guys' names are Chad and John. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. So when Anthony says that, he's like, "Wow, I've never even said those two names in such positivity."
That's funny.
But yeah, those they know who he is. The funniest thing right now is what I'm seeing are these people trying to get him in trouble. This and that. It's like everyone knows who he is.
They know the story.
Anthony doesn't hide who he is. He's very out front and very outspoken. And so yeah, they know who they're getting when they did this, and there's a reason for it. Cancel culture is over. So if you're sitting there trying, you're the fucking idiot.
Ooh.
You're the asshole. You're wasting your time. You're spinning your wheels. And you know why you're doing it? It's because you're jealous. You don't have it. You have nothing. You have nothing. If you did have something, you'd be too preoccupied doing that. But instead, you're sitting there typing away, adding, his boss, the W. It's pathetic,
wow.
really.
It's
absolutely. It's happening. Remember when we were talking about, there's this weird internet drama going on right now, and I think it's going across the board onto the multiple realms of whether it be comedy, what have you. But yeah, that is one thing. But he's loving it. He gets 2 hours, and he sits there and he does his thing, his original thing. This isn't something new for him. It's not like this is right. So he said, he goes, it almost feels new again because it's like going back, but he loves it. He's so happy. I love seeing him so excited about it. It's really cute. It's really, really cute.
Great.
I gotta say.
I'm so happy for him too. And but who's not happy for him is his old co-host Opie.
I think there's more than one, but let's start with him.
Gregg Opie Hughes. I'm calling him Opie now.
No, that's a good one.
This is, I think, perhaps his latest commentary on the whole thing.
KO, what do you think about Sam Roberts being the last man standing on essentially What's Your Old Show? I've already talked about that. I don't feel like talking about it again.
But I'm going to talk about it.
But it's all he talks about.
But I'm going to talk about it anyway.
He creates no new content. He can't be bothered to buy an actual light, get a better camera.
He does not understand that, like, the lighting that you want is behind you. Turn around.
Mm-hmm. But he has to show everybody his bougie view that he paid so much for.
That's all warped from that lens.
It looks like a fishbowl.
He's just there. I mean, he's just there.
And you're not.
Sirius XM survives because of Howard Stern. It survives because of a little bit of Ron Bennington. It survives a little bit because of Andy. It survives a little bit because of Mike. No, not Mike. Just the Mad Dog. Maybe throw a little bonfire in there, and that's it. Sam's he's just rotting in a seat. Nothing impressive.
Rotting in a seat. I mean, like he does.
He's
have
in
a
that
radio
seat.
show.
He's in that seat, and you're not in that seat.
Yeah,
like that's the difference.
You are sitting here.
I get nothing on my timeline about the Sam Roberts show. Erock,
no, you just go
like,
look for it.
Like his timeline is the end all be all of like what's hip and happening and relevant.
Don't do that. No, Rusty, don't do that. Erock. I didn't know the show was called Opie Anthony and Erock.
So he's salty towards Erock because Erock, I don't know if he's mentioned it before publicly, but he did say when he was on my show here a couple weeks ago at the new studio that he has all the Opie and Anthony archives. And because he, I guess, took the time to download and save them.
But I guess I gotta acknowledge that. Do I have cotton candy hair today? No, let's not say that to Erock. We gotta put our kid gloves on. We gotta be very, very nice to Erock.
You know who else has all the archives?
My life's work.
Me.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
This is all Opie and Anthony.
I thought that was a big box of diapers for a second.
I
I was like, are those Huggies?
you
have that. I thought you were holding a big thing of Huggies for a second because I'm just so used to seeing the red.
All right, Mom.
I have Mom.
If I'm gonna puke, I'll let you know.
Oh. So you have the archives too? Ooh.
Yeah, I do. It's a whole box. It's heavy as fuck. And so why isn't Opie contacting Ann?
Weird. That's interesting.
It's heavy.
Back. He is the keeper of the Opie and Anthony archives. And he said, I need to be a human being. And then maybe, it's not even a definite, by the way. And then maybe I could get my life's work back. So let's not do FU Erock. We got to be very careful with the Erock. He holds the O&A archives. They're in a vault. There are German Shepherd guard dogs at Erock and whoever else he hired to guard the Opie and Anthony archives. So we can't say
so
FU
lame.
Erock. No.
Even when he tries to be funny,
what was
it's
that
just
character?
cringe.
What movie was that? And believe it or not, the character's name was Anthony, where they didn't want to piss off Anthony. Don't piss off Anthony.
Thank God, it's the Twilight Zone episode, you dolt.
That's what we have to do with the Erock. And then maybe my life's work I can get back. So
why wouldn't he save his own archives? Like, why wouldn't you, like, right away, get your hands on that?
He's bitter Opie. He's always bitter. And so when he had the opportunity, probably, I mean, he was shunned. So
shunned.
I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that.
Oh. I
don't want to.
I just want to drink wine and not brush my wine mouth and then do videos.
Yeah, why does he have that?
He always has like a black hole for a mouth because of all the wine.
He is a black hole.
My family, my kids can enjoy it someday. I don't know.
My kids can enjoy it someday.
Yeah, because that's what they want to enjoy, not a trip to Disney. Right. They want to enjoy your shit. I don't think that family's ever been on a fucking real vacation.
Not even just like quality time with their dad. Like, I'm sure like you'd rather spend time like talking to your kids, playing catch, whatever, supporting whatever they're into. No, let's watch my old glory days. Let's watch old episodes of Opie and Anthony. Come on, kids, gather around. I don't care how your day was at school. Time
he like
to watch
straps them in, like
like hold their eyes open, like Clockwork Orange.
Clockwork Orange.
Get your re-wedding drops. Time to watch me. 25 years ago.
Boy could dream. I'm hoping. I love how other podcasts dislike you, but you're still the prime focus of their content. Goes to show you, no hope, no hope. Peace, precious. I like that. Well, the deal is, I think it's a curse that anyone could live stream and podcast now because there's a lot of crap out there.
Why are
And
you
if you're
here?
not-
Like people who don't use lights or good equipment or don't go to the trouble of doing any production whatsoever. Oh, like Opie.
putting yourself in front of a camera and trying to like just talk about shit going on in your life, shit going on in the world, hopefully trying to be funny, get a few laughs out there.
He's like, I'm not doing any of
If
He's
that.
you're not
literally
capable or
explaining
brave enough to
himself.
do that, then what do you rely on? You rely on just making fun of people. Even during Opie and Anthony, when we did Jocktober, we knew that it was a thing that you did from just time to time. You didn't focus your whole show on just making fun of other shows. It's stupid after a while. And it shows a lack of
Awareness, like
real
you.
talent. It's not a show that will sustain on any level
like
where you
this
can make
show.
a crazy living
Old.
out of it. So I appreciate that, Cast Iron Kyle, because there's a whole bunch of people out there just crap on. Imagine what happens when Sam is live. You're obsessed with Sam Roberts. Look, man, knowing all the players, you're drunk, Uncle. It looks like you're a big supporter of Sam Roberts. Oh my God, can you imagine there's a supporter of Sam Roberts out there?
He's so
And
salty
here I am now
sounding.
trashing people.
Like that ocean behind him.
The
Yeah.
super chat
Go
came
for a
at the
swim.
worst time because now I'm going to lead right into what I said I just shouldn't be doing. But like I said, if you do it from time to time, a little here, a little there, it's fine. That's more than fine. I'll say this.
How jealous is Opie that Anthony got syndicated in 48 hours? You know he's watching his every move.
He is watching everything, but there's a part of I don't think he is. There's a part of me that thinks yes, he's watching everything, but then there's also a part of me that either when he acts like he's not, maybe he's not. I will say 100% delusional, absolutely delusional. But I think he doesn't. He relies on people relaying him information rather than getting it from the source, because the source is reality. And Opie doesn't live in reality.
He likes
That's
to play
right.
telephone.
You have no way of knowing if Sam Roberts' show is pulling in bigger numbers than Anthony's part-time AM gig. AM radio gig, I should say. A couple hours on the weekend.
He also said a few episodes ago, like, oh, my new car doesn't have AM radio. By the way, it's impossible to buy a car without AM radio unless you specially order it.
Probably couldn't find it because he doesn't know how to function as a person. He needs other people to do things for him, put things in place and whatnot. He's retarded.
I forgot my password.
But with that said, I would bet a lot of money that Anthony is talking to more people than Sam Roberts. I have to say, you guys get confused.
Yeah, that's almost a compliment.
But look, there was a reason I picked the good, the bad, and the ugly for the theme of the Opie and Anthony show, and that's one reason why the show works so good. You get the good stuff.
Are you the ugly?
Yeah.
Stuff. So you're confused because you're like, wait, but you don't like it. That was a chance to take a shot at him. Yeah, but the reality is that Anthony's definitely talking to more people than Sam Roberts. Sam's dead in the water at Sirius XM. Trust me. There's nothing.
He
going
has
on there.
the gig.
Right. He's currently still working there.
Insanity. These people who sit there and bitch in front of a green screen. Listen, I can't say that it's a terrible place in which he's sitting here currently. Hey, the Hamptons, that's nice. That looks like a pretty small place, if anything. I don't know. Whatever it is. But that's where he is. He's a bungalow. He's not in a position to be. He only frames himself off of what was, not what is.
Yeah.
And he is a man who has to talk quietly at 5 fucking a.m. to not wake his family. Like, who the fuck are you? Who are you? Like, who are you right now? Now, who were you? who are you? And you are
Mhm.
not in the position to be doing that, to be saying this shit. You know, maybe you have a couple things like, hey, oh, well, I should know. Da, da. Well, if that's the case, then you should have something better going for you right now. Maybe not a huge gig, not a huge platform. That's fine. But at least like show that you learned something in the last 25 years as a professional radio host. That's it. Because nobody would believe you if
No.
some random person came to this fucking stream and watched it. They would go, "Who's this guy?
Radio
Oh,
legend.
he was
Wow.
Opie and Anthony. Opie. What? Really? Wow. Oh wow. Okay. What's is this just like an like people wonder what the heck it is? Like, oh no, this is his show. This is what
It's
he
like
does every
seeing
day.
a ballerina who got really fat, and you're like, well, this didn't have to happen.
That's what me
You know
never
better.
seeing this guy is thinking, who the hell is this guy? And it looks like he has lipstick, and when he smiles, he looks like he could play the Joker.
Does he have eyes?
But
He looks like he has lipstick on. I'm sorry.
It's the wine.
yeah, it's all that wine.
Wine mouth.
The blank talking about your show. No, I don't see anyone talking about my show. No, I
talk
don't.
about my show. No, I
And I
don't.
even said blank, so he doesn't even
I
get
don't want to talk about
the
that.
little credit,
My
the
show.
tiny credit on my
little show. but
live stream.
no,
No.
no.
There's someone that literally looks like a tugboat that I've had no relationship with. Zero. Don't even know the guy. And to get some heat, I guess people go after me to get some heat. I don't even know the guy. Never did
Don't
anything
flatter
to the
yourself.
guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
And out of
right.
nowhere, he just takes shots at me. So I called him Tugboat because that's a perfect name for the guy. He looks like a goddamn
hilarious.
tugboat.
Opie.
And there was whatever. There's another one.
He's just.
Oh, tell us, Opie. Give us more.
Yes, wow.
More.
Another one like saying, "Let's bury the hatchet. Come on my show. I'll send you a
Oh,
card."
that's
I'm like,
me. He said,
how
"You're me."
delusional are these people? There's someone I've never met,
That's me.
Me.
that worked under Anthony. So because you worked under Anthony, you got to take shots at me. It just goes with it just goes with the lay
Yes,
of
it's
the land.
rules.
I think that's when Erock started
And the
pumping
contract.
up his
No, it started actually when Opie went out of his way to say that my show was boring, and I was like, "It's on."
Yeah, then he blocked you like a
Yeah,
jerk.
he goes back and forth between blocking and unblocking.
his hate towards me.
Weirdo.
Sorry, Erock, trying to become a human being so I could get my life's work back someday. I apologize, Erock. I didn't mean that. And this person, just takes shots at me. Never met the person at all. Didn't know the first thing about her.
Cool guy thing where like, oh, this person, he's just being like mysterious about it, like.
Yeah,
Oh,
so vague and cryptic, like as
God
if like he's
forbid.
better than it.
God,
Yeah,
what
like,
a great pause right there.
God forbid, like he I don't want to say her name because I don't want to give her any clout or attention.
And I was just trying to do my thing, and all of a sudden she just like a zzz, zzz. I took my
That's
dumb
how your
shot, right?
family feels about you
And
when you
then
walk in the
my dumb
room.
shot was really, really good. That was the one where I said you're boring AF.
Oh my
She never got over
God,
that.
It is you.
Crashes me on the
Or was
regular,
it
but
so
I'm like,
boring.
I
I
didn't
can't
even
handle
know
it.
you. I didn't
I
do
don't
anything
even know.
to you. You felt like you had to attack me because you worked under Anthony.
What a moron!
Attack? Hey, would you want to be on my podcast? You're attacking me. Okay.
Yeah.
What?
You asking me on your podcast because you work for Anthony? Like he gives him way too much power. He just can't get Anthony out of his head.
He belittles these people and like you included for having courage. And I don't want to use the word courage. Like you're just being upfront, being like, hey, want to be on my show? Like
Mm-hmm.
I know other people who have asked Opie to be on his show, on their show, call in, and they are coming at it from being genuine fans. Like they don't even care about like the steep spiraling decay
Freefall.
of madness that he is now in. They see it, but they don't care. There's these two dudes who just want to fucking shout out Dalton. That's who he used to do. Actually, you were on his show, Chrissy, and I felt bad because
He was
I think
rude to me.
they were a little rude. I don't think they were too fair to you. Nonetheless, I know that they were just big fans of Opie and they tried so hard. And I felt
I
so
remember
bad.
they had me on. They said we only had her on because she has 200,000 followers, and I was like,
Oh, it's me.
Thank you, I guess.
It's Opie just wouldn't do it, and he kept like cock teasing them and breadcrumbing them to like making it seem like he would consider it. That he's just a manipulative twat.
Yeah.
Wait, I just realized something. So when he was like emailing Joe Rogan and like
Yes.
No, he
making
wasn't.
those
He was
videos
tweeting
and
at them.
hassling him,
Tweeting at all
did
these
that mean
people.
that he was attacking Joe Rogan then? Like, remember he did that weird video? He was like, "Listen, I emailed you and you didn't respond. This is what the email said. I'm basically
Pathetically-
Stan in that Eminem song." Like he was attacking Joe Rogan. then.
Yeah. No, he's asked many people to come on his show and
Mr. Beast.
boost his Opie Unleashed channel. So he's
Oh.
very much a hypocrite.
Opie is a woman. Everything he does is a psycho ex-girlfriend,
Yeah.
crazy girl. Hey man, I messaged you. It's like just put a feminine voice on him and long hair, and it's every crazy girl that felt offended, afflicted, or once had a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like he is such a fucking little woman bitch, which I hear he does have mommy issues anyway. So it would make sense.
Mm.
Do you think he's a cross-dresser in the closet, just waiting to come out?
Honestly, that's the best thing going for him.
Yeah, because he really could pull it off.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's like, hey, let's bury the hatchet and become bury what hatchet? I've never met you. This is creepy. I'll send you a car. Come do my. I don't need a car from anybody.
Yeah.
No,
Mr.
bury
Victim.
what
Opie.
hatchet? I
You don't
did
need to get a
nothing
ride?
you. I didn't even know you. You felt the need to attack me because you worked for Anthony's company. Wow.
I don't know.
This
I don't know if he knows what attack means.
piss off a lot of people, but it's the God's honest truth. It is.
I don't think you know what a
literally the God's
comb
honest truth.
is.
My truth bothers
He's
people.
got Q-tip hair.
My favorite person to ever work with in radio, I guess, right? Because I worked with a few caddies that, Whit Baldwin. Oh my God, Whit! He watches these every once in a while. He's one of my oldest friends. Lost touch because he moved.
Every person he says he's friends with, it's all people he's lost touch with. It's nobody that he's currently.
Oh,
friends
I lost
with.
touch with him because he moved.
Yeah.
They
I'm
blocked
still
me. They
very
really live
close.
a block away,
Yeah.
but they're just,
he got a haircut. We lost touch. Whereas Anthony is still friendly with everyone he's worked with. Like still stays in touch. Or if you reach out to him, he'll write you back. Like it's amazing the difference. Like Opie has no friends. And like
how did they lose touch? Did they all change their phone numbers after they moved away? Like, what do you?
No, he just
they
doesn't
didn't
care
move
about
away.
people.
They still live a block away. They just change their phone numbers and they hide when they come home.
When they see him,
He just doesn't make an effort
Yeah.
to stay friends with anybody.
I think it's
he
just
doesn't
Opie
care.
because he's out of touch. Just with
Flies
everything.
helicopters. The guy's a rock star. But when we were caddies, Whit Baldwin was one of my favorite people to work with because he was hilarious on the caddy bench. But I'm assuming you're talking radio.
He's
This will piss
talking
off a lot of
about
people,
being
but
a
it's the truth.
caddy like that is anywhere of a credential to bring into this discussion.
He has nothing positive to say of
He-
anybody. So or anyone he's ever worked with in radio, but he'll mention this caddy.
He's
Because
making it sound like
albums
it happened last year. Like
Yeah.
there's that energy about it. Sounds like it's still inflating his ego of who he is.
Yeah.
That's delusional and psychopathic.
It fuels his glory days.
In 1983, I was a caddy.
Probably
It would be
exactly
Carl
that year.
Ruiz. Look, not to take away from Anthony
But
and the
let me-
chemistry we had early on.
Glory
but,
days. Do, do, do,
When I
do.
reinvented myself after Opie
Yeah, keep
Anthony
fixing the
ended,
camera.
I'm
He's
sorry,
making
check
it
this
worse.
camera,
He's
man.
making it
Reinvent yourself right now, buddy.
Gotta get some more duct tape. I guess people make fun of the fact that I duct tape my camera to the back of my MacBook. And really, this is what you do with your time, really?
Bro, get
It'd
a
be Carl
fucking mount.
Yeah,
They're
why?
like $12.
But you know what? The fact that he goes out of his way to tell people that he duct tapes his camera to his laptop. He wants it to be known that he doesn't give a shit about production. He wants it to be known that like, well, that would be caring, and that's something I don't do.
Yeah. We could tell with the lights that we can see in the reflection of that window.
Yep. You don't care. You're not trying.
After Opie and Anthony broke up, and we exchanged our stuff. I want my records back. And I want my soft concert t-shirts back. After we did the exchange of the boxes and we moved on to other relationships, I was reinventing myself with Carl Ruiz and Vic Henley and the rest. You know the story. I've said it a million times, but Carl was so much fun to do radio with. We never had an issue.
Carl Ruiz was supposed to introduce me to Opie. So it was a couple years ago when he was still alive. And he was like, DMing me on Twitter. And he's like, come to the city. I'll get you onto Opie's show. And I was like, cool. Okay. And this is when I was still at Compound Media. And so he was supposed to introduce us. And then all of a sudden, like, so I go into the city. I'm like, okay. I sort of go to this Cuban restaurant that he either owned or was working at. Just like hanging out in the basement. There's like a few other cooks and this guy Carl, and he's like, made me a Cuban sandwich to eat. I'm just kind of waiting, and I'm like, what is happening? Is he messaging Opie? Like, what the fuck? Are we doing a show? Like, what is going on? And then he like, oh, Opie's taking a while to get back to me. He takes me out for meringues. We walk out, and I'm like, this is starting to feel more and more like a date, and less like I'm gonna do a show. And then hours go by, and I think it might have been like 3 or 4 hours. I was at the point where I'm like, I gotta call it because this is like, how much longer am I gonna dedicate to this? And then finally Carl's like, oh yeah, Opie can't make it. He's on his boat on Long Island or something. And I was like, what the fuck did I just spend all this time here for? And then he died. So I'm not speaking ill of the dead, but he very much kind of like hoodwinked me into a date. And so I was supposed to meet him. Opie is supposed to do a show together, but
he's nothing exciting. I met him once.
I know. I
met him before I met Anthony. I was just a little fan.
Oh.
And he was very rude.
But that's not a surprise.
No, he was. He was like it was like I was dating a guy at the time, and he's like, you don't want a picture together because you're gonna break up anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, like oh, you don't want a picture together with me because you're gonna break up. It's like, so what? Like, I still want the memories. Mm-hmm. Like, and also like, what a bad omen to put on a current relationship.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit. And but something he said here, it's like saying who wanted a concert t-shirt, who wanted poster. He's saying like when Opie and Anthony broke up, he was whining about someone needing things. I think that was him. Because Anthony didn't care.
Why wouldn't he already have all his stuff? Like, what would he need to get back from Anthony? Wouldn't everything just be in the studio?
Anthony never returned to the studio, and it's not like he would converse with fucking Opie, who still held a job there at the time.
Right.
Would turn into Opie Radio. So what is he talking about? Like, everything he says is just pure projection. Just pure projection.
Wow.
Whatsoever. The chemistry was absolutely insane. We made each other laugh so hard. Everything came easy, and I was absolutely onto something with me and Carl. And then then the guy decides to take a Pasadena. But when it's all said and done, my favorite person to work with by far was Carl Ruiz. Now, look, I'll give you a little on Anthony. I mean, the show was such a pressure cooker. Certainly there was fun in there.
As the sun begins to rise, Opie realizes he's got to wrap it up before the family wakes up and demands their scrambled eggies.
That's not flattering lighting either.
There were times we'd smile at each other and go, that was kind of fun. And then we'd go back to like, I hate you though. But there were times we would let our guard down and kind of enjoy a moment during the radio show. But to be fair to Anthony and Jim and other people I worked with, it was such a pressure cooker trying to keep that Opie and Anthony show going.
Cotton candy hair.
Maybe it made it a lot harder to enjoy it and have fun. By the time I ran into Carl, I had nothing to lose, and it was just fun. We couldn't get enough of each other. I know that's cute, but we
could
podcasted a
not.
lot. We went to a million dinners together. I would go to bars with him, even though I would sip my beers and watch him just slam bourbon like it was gonna have tariffs soon.
Dude,
Boy.
what a terrible
Anyway,
storyteller.
then
Hey, that guy.
Yay!
That guy.
I
He's
think that's
funny.
what
He knows
comes
how
up
to tell a story.
Yeah. He's drinking it like it's water, like it's gonna go out of style, like it's gonna
It's like liquid. It's like not a gas.
Like it's gonna have tariffs soon. That was so clever.
10 minutes elements.
It
go.
pleased him to be funny. It's like, well, that was never his thing, right? He was always just a regular dude. All right, here's another quick Opie, an Opie short. Ooh, wow, this should be good or not.
Oh.
Let's see.
Probably not, but
Actually, the
homeless man
story would be the Knicks winning the championship because, oh my God, I'm supposed to wake up now.
7 a.m. and he's active. Punch this man in the face.
Yeah, there's no reason you should be up this early unless you're taking care of a baby, or you have to or you're commuting to your job.
Who gets up at 7 a.m.?
Who's
I have to get
awake
up early to
like
feed my
this
dogs,
by
but
7?
You can see the lovely ring light in the reflection here.
It's
So he's really just jamming out to his alarm clock.
I hate that sound.
What
more
a
than anything
joke an
else.
alarm is for me.
I
don't even know why I said
likes
an
the
alarm.
sounds. I have a panic attack with those sounds.
Actually, the best story would be the Knicks winning the championship because, oh my God, I'm supposed to wake up now.
Okay, I feel like watching that over and over again.
Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Keep
Why?
it going, guys.
Good question. Why is that a short? What is happening? What, did he cut
Wait,
that
he posted
himself?
that? Not somebody else?
he that's on his channel.
Yes,
Like that was
yes. This is on his Opie radio channel. He's like, I know what people need to
I know.
see.
I know what people want to watch.
Is
Me
dancing
doing
to
a
an
jig
alarm.
to my alarm.
Do you think he does drugs that first thing in the morning? Because
He
who
should.
is awake?
He should.
The fact that he thinks that this is funny, cuts it and puts it on his YouTube shorts is really is sad.
19 likes.
Everyone go and like this
When
short.
this dad was
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Come and get it. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.